Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I am going to be showing you how I make this delicious homemade bread. I don't know what it is, but I love homemade bread. There's just nothing better and more cozy about homemade bread. I don't know if it's just like the Eastern European in me, and the smell of fresh bread just gets me really excited. I have made this bread before for company when I had a couple people over, and every single time it has made such an impression. People just love it. And it's a really inexpensive way to make any dinner party feel super special. So you're going to start out by measuring 3 cups of flour. To that, you're also going to add in half of a teaspoon of dry active yeast. I know some people like to mix the dry active yeast into some water and let it kind of do its thing first, but not necessary for this particular recipe. I really like the fact that everything you need to do is done in one bowl. I did also add 1 tablespoon of salt, and I gave that a really quick mix in the bowl. I added in about 1.5 cups of water, and then gave that a mix. Again, super casual, super low-key, super easy. There's no need to complicate these things sometimes. Just mix that up in the bowl until all the flour is combined. It is going to look a little bit scraggly, and that's perfectly normal for this recipe, and you won't actually notice or taste that in the bread. Then, once that everything is perfectly incorporated, you're just going to cover that with some plastic wrap and leave it on your counter overnight, preferably in a semi-warm spot. You don't want to keep it anywhere cold, and you definitely don't want to keep it in the fridge, which is also, by the way, why it's an amazing recipe to prepare the night before a dinner party, because you do not have to do very much the next day at all. And then, so this was me the next day, about 12 or so hours later. I took some flour and I put it on a piece of parchment paper, and I rolled my piece of dough into a ball as such, and you kind of want to just tuck the bottom pieces of the bread underneath, and yeah, put a damp cloth on top of that and let that rise while you go ahead and preheat your oven to 450 degrees Celsius, and you put your Dutch oven in there for 1 hour. You do want the Dutch oven to be really hot, so be really careful when you put your dough inside. So then at that point, I took the Dutch oven out of the oven, and I literally just transferred my piece of dough. You can see it's kind of risen again a little bit into the Dutch oven. Carefully with an oven mitt, put my lid back on and popped it in the oven for 35 minutes to bake. Some people like to take off the lid and bake it for another 10 minutes or so. That will just make sure that you get a much crispier edge. I didn't need to do that. I found that the edge came out perfect when I baked it this way, and it was really crispy but super soft on the inside. The other thing that I've noticed is really important when it comes to homemade bread is that you do want to let it rest for at least 25 minutes. Guys, my mouth is literally watering as I'm doing this voiceover. This looks so good. Anyways, I really hope you guys try this recipe out, and I want to thank everybody that's been watching my videos. I know I'm fairly new to the YouTube game, so I really appreciate the people that have been super supportive and that have been watching and subscribing and commenting. I love you guys. I hope to see more of that. For now, have a great rest of your day, and I hope you guys liked this video.